Red Dog.
None of all the tricks are on me.
Line up, everybody.
Here's looking at you, Rocky. Here's the goal. Drink her down.
Boss, the stagecoach is coming.
We're riding, fellas. All right, pile out of there, all of you. Keep your hands up and be still and you'll be all right. Have you got that express shipment, boys?
Yep. Here she is.
All right, let's breathe, fellas. They can't get away with this.
Of course they can't, but they did. You know who they are?
Well, I don't care who they are.
They're rustlers from Red Dog.
Rustlers from Red Dog?
And killers, every one of them.
Mickey, you and these boys take this package of money over to the hideout. The rest of us will ride over to Cedar Range and spot that herd. Well, boys, here's where we bed down tonight. Oh, yeah? Well, looks like just an evening at solitary for me, with you two hombres.
And I'm just a hankering for a little old sweet music.
You guys can head into Nugget and spend your hard-earned dust if you want to. But me, I'm trailing to Hard Rock and the new diggings.
Ah, Jack, we never been to Nugget. They tell me it's a grand place. A lot of excitement. Gals, drinking. Hey, Deacon?
Yeah, and plenty of gambling. I'm sick of town. They're all alike. Nothing but trouble and shootings. That fellow's got the right idea. I crave the open country, plenty of peace, quiet.
Well, what do you say we cut to see which way we go?
With your deck?
Just 52 cards, my friend, all different.
And all marked, too. I win. We go to the gold diggings at Hard Rock.
It ain't fair. 2 again 1.
I'm still saying you fellas can go it alone if you want to. Do you like my new horse?
Sure is a likely-looking critter.
Jack, you and George take care of them hombres. I'm taking that horse.
What's gold good for if you can't spend it for a good time?
Yes, or a stack of chips. Laramie is right. Gold is only good for what it'll buy. Just depends upon what you want it for. When we make our pile, we're heading to California. A nice, comfortable cabin and plenty of peace.
There's some more of them.
Wait a minute. He's got my horse. Come on. What do they got there, Deacon?
Why, it looks like a lot of that stuff they use back east for money.
And a letter for Tom Lee in Nugget. I wonder if that's the same fellow I met up with in Blanton.
Might be. Still, I knew a Chinaman by the name of Lee once.
Well, it looks like you boys win after all.
How's that, Jack?
We've got to go to Nugget now.
Yahoo!
We've lost more than the mere value of that express package. We've lost the chance to become a great city. This town will never amount to anything. Never go anywhere except back to the dust while the rustlers rule it. We're afraid of it. That's what's the matter. That rat's remark of mine may have hurt your feet. But we have got...
Where can I find Mr. Tom Lee?
Why, there's Mr. Lee over there.
Thanks.
Jack Wood, by all that's holy.
That's Jack Woods, the fighting marshal from Blanton.
I met up with the parcel of hombres who dropped this. It looks like it's yours.
You mean to say you got this back from those men? From the Rustlers of Red Dog?
So that's who they were, eh? How do you know?
They stopped the stage.
What did the man look like that had this?
Can't say, mister. I only saw their backs.
Did you plug him?
I don't shoot men in the back.
I'd like a few of you men to go in the rear room with us. There's something I want to say to you in private. Come on, Jack.
You'll pardon me, my friend. Thank you so much. You gentlemen have no objection to my joining you, I hope?
No, not at all. It's your deal.
Thank you. I believe that'll buy a stack.
Gentlemen, I see some of you know Jack Wood. For the benefit of others, let me tell you, he is the man who, as town marshal, cleaned up Blanton and made it a fit town to live in.
Prince on the house in honor of Jack Wood.
Got away with cards, ain't you, stranger?
Anything subtile meant by that remark?
No, not at all.
Your apology does you credit.
It's from my brother Bob in the East. He sent the money on ahead. He's on his way here by wagon train. And he's bringing with him $50,000 in coin and currency to start a bank. Do you realize what that means to this town?
When will he be here?
When did he leave? He left Julesburg the 12th. This letter came on by passing stage. The wagon train should be here by Saturday. And he's been bringing with him other people. Decent, law-abiding people. My daughter from school, for one. Now, how long can we expect to keep them here under conditions as they are?
Burn the road. Take that news to Rocky. He'll have to work fast.
You're the only man in the West who can clean up this gang. What do you say, Jack?
It may seem to you that I'm refusing mighty easy, but you men just don't realize what you're asking. I've left a trail of dead men behind me, though I never shot a man who didn't draw first. But behind me it is, and there it's going to stay. Sorry, gentlemen. Come on, we're rambling. Laramie, let's go.
You're going to take Nancy with us.
Looks like you met up with trouble.
We did.
Well?
We were heading here when I sees a horse that looks good to me.
We had this fella covered, but he drew and plugged those two boys before we could even pull the trigger.
Hey, he's quicker than chain lightning.
I never seen nobody so quick on the draw. Not even Wild Bill himself.
We could use a man like that. Why didn't you bring him along with you?
Bring him along. If I ever get that hombre under my sights, I'll shoot first and say howdy afterward.
It's Hank. What brings him to Red Dog so early? It's a hurry.
Hank must have got a hold of something good. Come riding like that.
And the wagon train's due here Saturday.
That's a grand idea. Starting a bank saves us the trouble of collecting the dust ourselves. Sneaky, you take some of the boys and meet that train. Get acquainted with the Lee and find out which wagon the money's in. Scare them into taking that trail through Devil's Pass and we'll cut out that money wagon there. Shouldn't be hard to get them to change their route with all this talk of Indian trouble going around.
All right, boys, let's ride.
There you are, boys. That's my idea of life from now on.
Yes, sir. Peace, quiet.
The open country. No more towns with other people's quarrels and shootings. Indians!
Come on, Jack! Let's get in it! Yahoo!
What's he saying, Laramie?
Says he's sorry he can't live to attack the wagon train, bringing more white devils into his country.
Wagon train? That must be the wagon train Lee spoke about. Tell him to take the wounded warrior back to his people.
What? Why, he's a young chief. You ain't gonna let him go, are you?
Why not? He knows that he's at our mercy. It will teach him and his people that white men don't kill helpless enemies.
Oh, you're just wasting your mercy, partner.
Maybe so, but we've got to civilize these red devils some way.
Twenty.
Come on, we've got to warn the wagon train.
Let's go back to Nugget and tell him there.
No time for that. We've got to travel fast.
We just want to thank you.
All right, partner. Mount up.
How's it going, Mary?
Oh, fine, Uncle Bob. Mr. Medford says I'll be able to drive the coach and fix in another week.
That's right, Mr. Lee. For a tenderfoot, she sure got away with horses. Well, she always could ride. Now she's learning to drive.
Who owns this train? Bob Lee. Why? There's Indians coming. Indians? I'll take you to them. Mr. Lee, this fellow brings word. The Indians are rising up ahead of us. What? Yep, that's right.
But I can lead you away from them by cutting through the Devil's Pass.
Ah, that's a tough road. I'd as soon take a chance with the Indians.
It's all right with me. I'm just giving you a friendly warning, that's all.
Thanks for the information. We'll talk it over. Won't you join us?
I'll be glad to for a while. We're going to our gold mine over at Eagle Mountain.
Interesting-looking men, aren't they?
Interesting. Huh. Look kind of mangy to me.
Why, Mr. Medford, I'm surprised.
Careful!
Look, the Indians are making smoke signals. I'm going to warn that wagon train. You both follow.
Located the money. It's in Lee's wagon, in a safe. That big wagon up there, the girl's driving.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Give me those lines, please. Whoa, 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 boy.
Oh, thank you.
Where's Mr. Lee's wagon?
Third wagon down.
What's the matter? Why did you shoot him?
Is this Mr. Lee's wagon?
Yes.
What's the meaning of this outrage?
Perhaps that armor can explain what he meant by drawing on me. I came to warn you of an Indian attack.
We have scouts out watching for Indians.
Indian! Indian! Indian!
Here comes one now.
Indian! Indian! Indian!
Stranger was right, Mr. Lee. You've got to run for it. There's a place to tackle further on, but I've got to have a fresh mount.
All right, sir. Sam, bring up that bay horse.
Get moving. Get going.
Slow down. Slow down. We're going to circle.
Better make a run for it, Smeggy. Let Rocky know what's happened.
No. We're in this mess and we're gonna stick. We get that wagon load of gold coin that Bob Lee's holding. Rocky and the boys will hear this shooting.
Well, suppose they do. What can Rocky or anyone else do about it?
Rocky will do something, mark my words. And I'm sticking till I get the hombre that give me this wound.
Every said count, man. Police ammunition. We've a whole wagon load of it from Fire to Fort Nook. Good, we may need it.
Oh, Mr. Woods, I want to thank you.
Like them red devils will get that wagon load of gold coin, Rocky.
Not while I'm leading the Rustlers of Red Dog. Snaky's with that train, and he's located the gold by this time, and I aim to get it.
You mean we're going down there now?
Why not? Even the worst spots than that. The Indians will take the cover when they see us coming, not knowing how strong we are.
Then what?
Well, once inside the circle, I'll figure a way to get it.
How do you aim to get through them redskins?
Well, we'll go down through this draw and come up on the other side of it.
Oh, go on away. I'll fix that jackwood one of these days for giving me this wound.
We'll never have a better chance than right now. The Indians will get credit for the job. You won't have no explaining to do.
Come here, Cap, you two, quick.
All right, fellas. Get set. Get the gun. Mighty close.
Well, then it broke too long ago. If it hadn't for Jack Wood and his cards.
He's right, Snaky. You better let Jack Woods live when we get out of this mess.
Oh, come on! Oh, he's badly hurt.
Hand it to him. He's sure got nerve.
Boys, we're sure glad to see you, stranger. And we're all mighty grateful to you.
All in a day's work. We heard them Indians was kind of nervous and figured you might need help.
You and your men are sure welcome.
Well, wasn't expecting to be welcome to a band.
We needed you badly and still do. The thing to do now is to fix up your wounded and get the wagon train underway.
No need to rush. Them Indians are plumb over the horizon by this time and still running.
I know Indians, mister.
Did you locate the wagon that carries the gold and the coin?
I sure did, Rocky. A big black wheel schooner down there.
Good. Everything's in the clear, huh?
It will be when I square accounts with Jack Woods.
Who is this man Woods?
He's the quick-shooting hombre that stole the express package from us. And give me this wound.
Oh, I could use a man like that. What's his game?
I don't know. He and his pals rode into the train just before the engines come. They claim to be friends of Tom Lee and Nugget.
After the gold, eh? Well, I'll spoil his game.
This attack, it looks like the beginning of a general uprising. Our best move is to get on the way to the fort as soon as possible.
Which is the Lee wagon? I gotta talk to the old man.
Right there. Mr. Lee's badly hurt, I'm afraid.
That's why I want to talk to him. Thanks.
Oh, that fellow don't set quite right with me, Jack. I'll lay you 2-1. He's got a card up his sleeve.
You're always looking for a mark, Jack Deacon. Don't forget that suspicious character saved your neck.
Well, that's how the land lies. Me and the boys have got to get back to Nugget pronto. So if you want us to take a wagon load of your wounded and your gold back with us, and take care of it until you get there.
Well, that's just what Uncle wants, isn't it, Uncle?
I guess it's all right, Mary.
Good. Well, now, miss, if you'll tell your wagon boss.
All right. Mr. Dale, these men from Nugget offered to escort my uncle's wagon into town and take along all the wounded.
Yes, we'll make a quick run for it so we can get these people that are hurt in so they can get fixed up. You can bring the rest of the train into the fort whenever you're ready. We'll get started for Nugget at once.
Man, you're crazy. You can't split this wagon train now. It would mean certain death to the wounded. And if you take that wagon load of gold, you're just making a present to the Indians.
What's your interest in that gold, stranger?
I'm a friend of Tom Lee of Nugget, and I intend to protect his gold until he gets it.
So you're from Nugget, eh? Any of you men ever saw this hombre in Nugget?
No.
No, me neither. Now, if that gold needs any protection, the fellows that saved it will take care of it. Boys, snake out that Lee's wagon and clear a wagon for the wounded pronto. They want to get started right away. Any more arguments, stranger?
Yeah. One on each hip.
Here come them red devils, Jack. Just like you said they would.
Look! They're calling all the tribes from the country. You'll never be able to hold out against them.
Not without help. I'll see if I can ride through them and get to the fort.
That's my job, Woods. You're needed here. Hands Fire, everybody!
I reckon that's our last chance to get help, I reckon.
We still have a chance, Deacon.
What are you after, Jack? A scalp?
No, his clothes and eagle feathers. I'm going to the fort.
Well, you can't make it.
I've got to make it, but I've got to help my own horse. Send him over to the barricades to run with those red devils.
Well, partner, it's up to you now.